So let's talk now about an Italian. Let's move to Europe for a second. An Italian, a brilliant mathematician, who lived at our house some decades ago, but I had the good fortune to meet, and he was telling me about his experience with a Sikh. By the way, Sikhs, for those of you who may not know this, are not Hindus, they're not Muslims, it's their own religion, right? And he came to International House at 12 o'clock at night, and this Italian had a very narrow experience. He was brilliant. He was top of the line in math and physics. I think he was the #1 student in all of Italy in physics. He was admitted to Berkeley, comes to the International House, and he is placed in a room with a Sikh. And remember that Sikhs call themselves Sikhs, which I will talk about in a second. Not Sikhs, their name for themselves are Sikhs. So his roommate was sleeping. When he woke up in the morning, and let me back up a second, you know that the reason why religious Sikhs or Sikhs wear turbans is because they don't cut their hair. And they don't cut their hair because it's considered a gift of God. So to cut your hair, right, is to violate the spirit of the deity on some level. So he wakes up in the morning, this Italian, who had not spent much time outside of his northern Italian village, hadn't even been to Sicily or Rome or Austria. He wakes up and he sees this dark-skinned gentleman combing his long beard, his long hair, and he said to me, "Joe, I woke up and I thought my roommate was Jesus Christ." So that's another example of how you can be frozen with your own narrative and experience and how that drives a perception that's incorrect. So let me bring it up to today. My wife and I have a nephew who's a freshman at Berkeley now. And one of his first friends that he met in the dorm was somebody from the Sikh community or the Sikh community. And he said to her something like, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." And she said, "I'm sick, but I'm not contagious." Now, for me, that was a great cross-cultural bridge builder. Because the fact of the matter is, if you know Sikhs or if you have the chance to meet Sikhs or Sikhs, the reason that they changed the word in the United States frequently from Sikh to Sikh is they didn't want people to think that they were sick. Here's an example of how words don't frequently translate.